Jai Gurudev, thank you for joining us today. Today we have with us an art expert and an officer of the Vedic Sansthan. Today we'll be discussing the significance of this moment in Hanuman's journey in Sunder Kand, where he deeply reflects after not finding Mata Sita. He reflects deeply, contemplating other possibilities with a calm yet determined mind. After failing to find Mata Sita in all known places within Lanka, this moment marks the inner turning point of intuition and surrender to higher guidance. So, what is the significance of this moment in Sundarkand? This is the moment when the outer search transforms into an inner realization. Hanumanji becomes still, not defeated but contemplative. His Holiness Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankarji says, stillness is the mother of creativity. Hanumanji, instead of panicking, reflects in a sattvic state, practicing Sudarshan Kriya regularly, gives us the same composed mind when facing confusion. Through breath, we silence chaos and gain the clarity to receive intuitive guidance, just as Hanumanji did before discovering the Ashoka Vatika. Now, what verse captures Hanumanji's deep self dialogue, and how do they guide a seeker today? Yes, na dekhi siya jahi desi rahu, sochi desi desi chitta lagahu. Now Hanumanji says, I did not find Mata Sita anywhere. Now I sit and deeply contemplate each direction. This teaches the Vedantic method of manana. Reflection after hearing through chanting Hanuman Chalisa with focus activates this reflective energy. When we pair it with Trikal Sandhya, the inner compass alliance, seeker becomes more alert to divine hints, just as Hanumanji finally recalls the Ashoka Vatika was unexplored. How can modern seekers access this level of composed analysis under pressure like Hanumanji? Through daily Padma Sadhana, we loosen bodily tensions, and with Sudarshan Kriya, we detox the emotional layer. These techniques restore what Gurudev calls the unshakable smile, inner strength and clarity like Hanumanji. When seekers don't find results despite effort, instead of agitation, they learn to pause, reflect, and go deeper. This moment of pause, like Hanumanji's, is where intuitive breakthroughs arise. Gurudev says the divine plans better than you do, which Hanumanji experiences firsthand. What does Hanumanji do after this deep reflection, and what is its spiritual parallel? Hanumanji says reflection leads to a revelation. Suni man kachu chitavaham bhai milihi siya rakhi Rama sipahi. He trusts he will find Mata Sita as a soldier of Lord Rama, Sri Rama. This Sharanagati or surrender in Anjaneya Homam, we invoke this exact energy to let go of ego striving and become a surrender tool of Dharma. In Upanayana too, a student is trained to reflect like Hanumanji, seeing beyond a scene. Daily Gayatri Japa makes this a surrender natural. How can one internalize the transition from despair to clarity, as Hanumanji does in this episode? Gurudev says faith is realizing even your confusion is part of a bigger plan. Hanumanji feels momentary despairs but breathes through it with devotion. Art of living courses like Sehat Samadhi meditation teach you to rest in the unknown, which is where divine inspiration flows. He didn't force or rush, he watched the mind, honored the mission, and trusted Sri Ram. When we chant Hanuman Chalisa after Kriya or meditation, we invite the same divine grace into our lives. Why is Ashok Vatika revealed only after this moment of inward reflection? Because intellect alone cannot find Mata Sita, divine intuition must lead. Ashok Vatika symbolizes the subtle inner heart, not obvious to the outward eyes. In Vedic rituals such as Sandhya Vandanam and Agni Karam, seekers learn that knowledge hidden in plain sight only appears after purification and surrender. Hanuman's reflection symbolizes a moment when ego dissolves and Atmajnana begins to guide. Our rituals remind us daily to move from mechanical seeking to surrendered seeking. How can participation in Anjaneya Homam help in developing Hanumanji's depth and faith? In Anjaneya Homam, we offer oblations not just into the fire, but into our doubts, delays, and distractions. The chants energize the Manomaya Kosha or the mental layer, and Gurudev often reminds us that fire is symbolic of inner purification. Hanumanji didn't just leap across the ocean, he leapt inward first. Participating in this Homam regularly awakens the same bhakti, shakti, devotional courage that turn Hanuman's despair into divine direction. What's the most powerful lesson from this scene for professional students or seekers? Pause, reflect, surrender. Whether you are a CEO, student, or homemaker, when stuck, don't panic. Follow Hanumanji, calm the mind, chant the name of Rama, and the right direction will reveal itself. Our daily Sandhya Vandanam, Hanuman Chalisa, and art of living tools like Shakti Kriya help you to center like a Hanumana. When the external search fails, turn within. Divine insight like Ashoka Vatika will emerge, Jai Gurudev.